2 tablespoons of each.
Yep, about 2 tablespoons of each. Is the honey sitting right in front of me and I'm just missing it?
Right there's right there.
I'm like, I knew it was like right in front of me and I just wasn't seeing it. Okay, I need the honey.
This kind of honey.
So yep, and this is raw honey, okay? And this is honey that was like gifted to us, but you guys, this is medicine in and of itself. I'm gonna talk about it in just a second, but I want you guys to. Can you get a cup, like one of the measuring cups? They're in the big pots over there. Yeah, let's use that. Okay, thank you, dear. Okay, so this is amazing honey. It's just raw honey. It hasn't been cooked at all. So all the medicine is in there. Okay, so this is about 1/4 cup of honey. And it's, you know, we're gonna be all oily, sticky messes at the end of the day, and that's okay. Honey, even raw honey, just by itself, use local raw honey. Take a spoonful a day, and it helps with your allergies like nothing else. It's amazing. Honey is anti-inflammatory. It helps to heal wounds. It's powerful medicine by itself. So, okay, so let's talk about this. And a couple of you guys have heard me talk about this before while I'm stirring this up. So, I went to see this doctor once, took my kid in, and we were just talking about stuff. And he said, you know what? He said, clinical trials have shown that plain honey works better to control a cough than over-the-counter cough medicine. And I loved that doctor from then on, because like I was like, that is the most honest thing I've ever heard a doctor say. Because you know, so many doctors love to recommend cough medicine to people. Cough medicines, over-the-counter cough medicines, and even the prescription ones have a compound in them called dextromethorphan. Okay, dextromethorphan. And that's why you see Robitussin DM, that stands for dextromethorphan, okay? Or if you'll see like Dimetap DX, that's dextromethorphan, okay? Dextromethorphan, that's the active ingredient in cough medicines. What does it do to control your cough? How does it work? Soothes the cough. That's the most common answer I get. Anyone else?
Suppress.
It's a cough suppressant, right? How does it suppress the cough, though? She was saying it soothes it, it coats the throat. So that's the thing. That's what everyone thinks. It's not true. Dextromethorphan is a class A dissociative. It's a hallucinogen that acts on the brain to convince you that you don't have to cough. It actually dampens a part of your brain. It works on a part of your brain to convince you, to make you think you don't have to cough. And so it's crazy, because have you guys ever heard of people using cough medicine as a street drug? They'll like mix it with things like Kool-Aid and stuff like that to get high. That's why it works, because it's a hallucinogen. And so don't ever, like if there's nothing else you guys remember from this week, never use that. Never use that stuff, and never give it to your kids especially, because clinical trials have shown that plain honey works better to control a cough than that stuff, you know. And if you use that stuff over time, that hallucinogen dextromethorphan, it actually dampens your ability to feel emotion in the long term. So you know, people who have used it long term, they'll often sit there like, you know, they can't feel as much. It dampens your ability to feel emotions. It's crazy. I just don't even know how it still has FDA approval. I think it's criminal, really. I don't want to use your jar, so I'm going to use one of these. So please don't ever use that. You can use this mushroom honey for coughs, but just like a spoonful of it, and I'm just putting mine into a jar here. And you can mix this with hot water to make a tea. You can make elderberry elixir. Mix this with some elderberries, honey with elderberries, and that works better to control a cough than dextromethorphan. Okay. All right, so I'm done. This is just all it is the mushrooms, the turmeric. I didn't put the reishi in there because I can't get that ground up. but we can work on that in a second. And that's it. I'm done. What?
What would be the shelf life? Do you keep it in the fridge?
I don't keep it in the fridge because honey is a preservative, and this will last until the pyramids fall. I mean, this is like very, very shelf stable. And it's good. So right there, I could use this in recipes if I wanted. Throw some into my pancakes or something like that. But I can put it into tea. I can just use this. You guys, someone Google right now if you have time, mushroom honey, and just see how much 4 ounces of it cost for me.